Ebuka.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Boy, they never told me that I'll ever be doing this. I would say it's a lie. You lie, you devil, you lie. But I'm here, and I just think this year I decided 2022, say Jesus they come soon. You don't know when things will take wrap up. I say maybe I just let me be, more up close on YouTube. And I saw that maybe people don't really know much about me. So I said I'll be doing this series. I don't know what to call it yet. There are ideas that are coming to me. Ebuka MIC Live, digging deep. No, sorry, that's redeem. Ebuka MIC Live, deep dive with Ebuka MIC. So you guys in the comment section, you help me suggest a name for this entire, because this will be a series. I'll be doing this often. So today I basically want to talk about, the project I started 2022 with, 104. I want to talk about the making of 104. So 104 is that project that has been on my, it's been on my mind since like 2018. It's been on my laptop since like 2019. It just came to me, and it was at a point in my life when I was working majorly on skits. As well as doing short skits, So I remember I did Reconnect, I did Shoot Your Shots, The Briefcase. Remember when I was Choma My Lover, I was on that cruise, So at the same time, 104 was on my mind, and I wanted to really do it. But time and chance never just intersected, and, I never got the chance to really do it. And I just kind of got off that cruise of doing those peekaboo, all those kind of stuff. I just got off the cruise of doing it, and yeah, till now. So like the raw idea for 104 came like, as a matter of fact, 104 actually came from, I was actually writing another skit entirely, that time. And I've not still shot that skit today. But I was writing another one entirely. And somehow, those kind of things when you're working on something and you just stop. Then later when you want to come back to work on it, you just feel like, I big pass this thing where they do. I big pass this play where they play. You understand? That's how I felt. And I just abandoned it for a while. Then later into 2018, I decided to complete it in the direction of 104, mental, patient stuff and all. And that was because at the time there was so much talk about mental health. And I felt, because if you really watch 104, there are hidden, messages. I just feel like people that talk about mental health don't really care about mental health. You know what I'm saying? Nobody actually cares. Everybody just jumping on the bandwagon, but that's another day's talk. But the thing is that's what made me to just start writing it on the cruise. And I wrote it by 2019. I'd written it, but every time, as every work is, every time I left it, I came back, I would cut here. Like, for example, that beginning radio show was meant to be actually a TV show that I was watching,
104.3. I still have my two guests on the show here with me, and we're still talking mental health. Is it overemphasized?
I started changing to radio, just to reduce cost. But as it was, pennies I'll be cutting, I'll be adding, So by 2019, I reached out to Ayo Newo. Ayo Newo is my madam, any day, anytime. I just Ayo Newo, I was like, hey, because Newo had helped me to direct Shoot Your Shot. So I wanted her to direct this one again, just to be involved in this one again, and Battle Axe to shoot it again, because Battle Axe shoot your shot. So I reached out to them. I was still in school at the time. I was about to go for my internship. So I reached out to them, let's do this. So we needed a hospital, we needed many things. When the bill came, he choked. The bill was just out of this world. I just felt more. And that's not where I was. At that time, in 2019, I was working on my stand-up. So I left it. I said, some other time, when I'm ready, I'll do it. But once in a while, I'll remind Neo, how far this our stuff? Neo will remind me, how far this our stuff? It was like that. So fast forward all through 2020, after the lockdown, I wanted to do it again, but it was not major because I was working on 4 short tips at the time. So, but once in a while, I go follow Neo, talk and say, I want to see this our stuff. And I was still changing the story. Just touching it here and there, changing it here and there. Then eventually in 2021, I said I must do this year. It cannot pass this year. I must do it this year. And I built it for August, that I'll shoot it in August. So I started working towards it. And just some weeks towards the August, I thought to make it instead of maybe that's why I was ignoring it because I was looking at it as a skit, like a normal skit. I should just vex and make it like a film. I should go all in. So I think that was the last thing, because that's a secret, guys. If you're trying to achieve something and it's getting hard, make it bigger, increase the goal. Then you achieve what you thought before and probably even achieve your goal. So that's what I did, and I made it a film. I reached out to Newo. Newo gave me the budget. I don't want to rush to that part, but anyways, like some weeks before, I now elongated the script. Added because before it was meant to end at when, for those of you that, please, if you have not watched 104, just stop now and go and watch it, because you don't go understand anything that they had. Just stop and go and watch it. So yeah, it was meant to stop at that point where I entered the cab and he's the mad guy that's driving the cab. I just thought I could stretch this because I felt like what's now the meaning? Like it's just empty. So I redid it into a dream because on that message is like, men know the hear word now. And not only men and women in general know the hear word. You can never advise somebody that is in love or lost. So basically, I did that, and yeah, voila, I reached out to Yinka to convert it to screenplay. She did that for me, and there we had it. Now, casting, when I was choosing the people, both the cast and the crew, when I was choosing people that would work on this with me, most of the people that eventually worked on it were not people I initially thought would work on it in general, like entirely. But the only person that has been constant was probably Newo, and yeah, probably Newo. That was the only constant person that I knew she was like the magnet that held everything together. Get yourself an eye on Newo, guys. So eventually, when I was writing the script, because every time I write these scripts, I already have who I want to play it in mind. I envision people already. I rarely have a character I don't know who, or even if after I've written it, I would easily know who could play it or who could pull it off. So initially when I was writing, the female doctor was actually meant to be Jane Kanayo. That's why I even named it Dr. Jane. Because it was meant to be Jane Kanayo. Like, I'm from school, I didn't know this baby's going to play this for me. And the mad guy was meant to be Meso Blow. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Because he would just be natural for him. But yeah, I wanted him to play it. And Timmy was going to be the cab guy, and I was going to be the Dr. Mike, from the onset. And then for who was going to shoot it, I wanted Batilax to shoot it at the time. But as things started happening, life happened, Batilax graduated. Actually, he had already graduated, but he had already now graduated. Like, he's no more coming back. And go to another target, it was tough to reach. I was like, Batu's so busy. So who's going to shoot this thing now? That's another problem that me and Neil had to go through, apart from the location challenges. So we started thinking. Then, funny enough, when we were about to shoot it, I reached out to Jane. When I gave Jane loved the script, but apparently it wasn't just convenient for her at the time, and I needed to shoot it that August, because if I had passed that August, I started thinking, who again can pull this? Because for what I was looking for in Jane Kanayo was a fine face that could act, I was thinking. Then I remembered that the DOP at the time, DOP that was shooting, that's Impressions, AY, he had worked with Priye in the past several times. And Priye was a good actor. I don't know that she knew, but she's a great actress. So I think she knows. So I reached out to her, and she was game for it, and she really killed it. She killed it for me. And no, not killed it, she did well. That's what I mean. And for my mother, I was I say, hey, Ebuka, who is killing what? I don't worry, she just did well. So, and another thing I look for when I'm casting stuff is because if I know that I don't have the excess of resources, so I can't afford to be doing one thing multiple times. So I need people that are one-take gods. People that could get things right the first time, people that could bend, that could listen. So I usually go for my friends. People that I know. So that's why if you notice, most of us, I don't go for the famous guys or divas, because I just feel that, not that they are bad people, but I just feel like, I don't want me person come to feel like they insult them. I'm sure you get. I want somebody that knows me, that even if I was angry on set, the person will not think that I am seeing the person finish or all that kind of stuff. So I try to avoid wahala. Try to avoid that. So Dr. J now became Prey, and I mean, it was as if I wrote it for her because it was like, what was I thinking all this while? But Jekana is a bloody actress. That's why I wanted her. So for Mesa Blue now had exams. So like, who can be a madman for me now? Because I now thought about it. That character, I need somebody that is a great actor. Because that character was not going to say anything throughout that movie. So I needed somebody that would be like a great actor, like a real actor. And there was no other person that came to mind than Goki Adedusi. You know, that guy is a beast when it comes to acting. And he's my guy. So as if all the lines just fell into pleasant places. And so I reached out to Impressions because we had worked on a project. I don't know that I'm allowed to speak about that project yet, but when it comes out, you go know the project mad. I'll just give you hints. Now, Tega, Salubi. That's man, I don't cast them, but it's mad. So I worked with Impressions on that project. So I felt Impressions could help me with this, and I spoke with him. It was nice, collaborated, and it was very helpful. You know, when you have an idea and you just start meeting everybody that pieces everything together. That was wonderful, man. So yeah, that's how we got about the casting. And the crew, we had some additions, you know, some people had worked with on 4 short tips like Tommy, our production manager of life. She really helped me. Victor Arima, great assistant director. Ray, Bolu Shere, these guys were great assistants on set. And plus Allen, great art director, man. I can't feel like saying this thing is actually serious. The way they were thinking, the way they're thinking is, I say it's not a joke. I don't take it too seriously, but yeah, it is what it is. And we came together and we made a great stuff. When it came to actual shooting, because the cost was kind of high, you know, I think Newo gave me a budget of like 380 something K. I was like, that was a lot, man. Just for film, I don't know whether I'll go blow. You understand? So, but I said, okay, we'll try and cut it. And she was like, we'll see what we could do, you know. Because now, standard, they ahead, everything that must be standard. So I was like, how are we going to do this? But I just went in with what I had at the time. And we said, let's just start. I mean, guys, I'm a person of faith. So I always believe God. I go in with faith, man. I just said, let's do this. So we started, first of all, the location came miraculously because we were trying to talk to a particular big hospital in Lekki, and I knew that they would have billed the hell out of us. But luckily for us, one of my old colleagues back in school, friends, you know, she's a friend of mine, and she's also a friend of Newo, a colleague of Newo now. So apparently her dad owns the hospital, but the hospital was in Egbeda, Barua, not Egbeda. Better not be Barua, where the team did. So it's very far. So transporting people there, but I mean, transporting was better than paying for. I said, and the man was nice enough to give us the place. Very nice place. I'm going to scroll his hospital detail. I mean, you guys, if you're ever in Egbeda, if you're ever in Barua, if you ever have an emergency, that's the place to go, man. Because that was really helpful of them and thoughtful of them. And they were very nice to us. And they accommodated us, all our excesses. I'm really grateful. So the location came in miraculously for free, and that cut off a lot of costs. You know, even though that costs were still there, like welfare, like the equipment, and all. But miraculously too, Impressions was able to come through with the equipment, you know, and cutting a lot of cost again. So what I had actually could now do it. You know, I told you I'm a person of faith, so my faith always works. So it happened. Then we moved to the site, and Newo made sure, like, she was the one that made it possible. We shot 104. It was a day's shoot, and not a day actually, because we got to that place by like 3, because it rained torrentially that day. I was like, God, what is this? It rained and rained, but it stopped around. When we just got there, when I got there, when the man of God got to the site of the location, I said to the rain, peace be still. Yeah, when I just got there, the rain subsided, and because I don't follow God's word now. So it don't be so. I know they come here, you go just send this rain, how far? So the rain just subsided, and we're able to shoot. Started from 3, we ended around 7, because of the great professional people that we had on set. Everybody was, you know, follow the short list, you know, everything. just went out well. The actors knew their lines. Saved us a lot of stress. Everybody just came with their A game. And we came together. So we chartered the vehicle that took all of us together. So yeah, that's how we're able to, pull it off. And I'm just grateful to everybody that played their own part, because it shows me the importance of, and I think it's something I always get right, just picking my teams, There are always people that, are very dependable, very reliable, and everybody was just there. Then when we got to post-production, the devil reared his ugly head. AY was just choked with so much jobs, and he was even fell ill more. It was looking like, because I planned to release that thing in October, and by December it was not yet out. So I had to reach out to my guy Timmy. So Timmy worked tirelessly. It was tireless stuff, and he put in his all, and we got it ready. And I was not skeptical because when I watched it, there were so many errors we made because of the rushing. I was like, would you guys, for me, whatever I do is mad if it's bigger than what I envisioned or just like what I envisioned. That's when it's good. If it's less than what I envisioned, I mean, the audience, you guys don't know what I envisioned, so you can be just like mad. But in my mind, I know how mad it could have been, But despite all the errors, I just knew that God's going to come through. So we started cutting, we had adding, doing things, trying to save some stuff in post-production. And thankfully, because of the way Newo made us shoot, forget saying that my name be the director, and Newo will be the real director, So because of the way she made us shoot, we didn't make, king-size mistakes, just minor that we could work on in post, and we did that, and we released it, and the feedback has been awesome, has been lovely. I mean, people really liked it, really liked it, more than I even envisaged, and I'm just excited because that encourages me, because I have many of those things that I've not released. I've not even shot them. So I think I'll just start doing like that. A cruise by Ebuka MIC could become a thing. I have many hilarious thoughts like that in my head, So yeah. So my advice for anyone that, has a project, you want to work on and funds are not coming in. I think it's just a thing about life that things only happen when you're in the flow. Like when you get into the flow, you can now attract, each time you take a step further, you attract the resources that are necessary. Especially when you're with God, We just step out in faith, man. Just do it. Just start. Start with the one you can afford, and just be slowly, gradually ticking the boxes. And before you know it, you have your project done, So yeah, expect more of such this year, more of such this year. And there are two that I'm currently playing with in my head. So let's see how it goes. Thank you for joining this episode of whatever we're going to call this eventually. Thank you guys. So I'm going to do more, and I hope you relate with me more. I want you to share this video. Share it. I don't know whether it inspired you or not. Just share it. I don't care about anything. Just help me. See, the truth is that, let me just be honest with you. I don't do YouTube for long. People where I senior, they don't monetized. Not be say I don't get the subscribers, I get the subscribers. So you understand? I get the engagement, but which I don't get at the watch time. See that watch time, I don't get them. And why I don't get the watch time? Because my videos are usually short. And I know they usually overwatch them. So you know what you do for me now? You will share this one and you go and watch the old videos. I need that watch time. I want to be consistent. I want to be monetized this year. I want you guys to come through for me. See me, I'm coming on as clean. Bear. Help me. I don't want to give you free content. The Bible says a laborer is worthy of his wages. Help me. Thank you. Thank you. I'm seeing you. You are going to subscribe. Go. Oh yeah, subscribe. Thank you. We are going to share. Thank you. Bye. Till I come your way next time. I'll see you when I see you. Peace. Come on, buddy.
Where do you think you're going to?
You're not startled again. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Pick up. Phone ringing. Ring.
One early
What's that sound?
morning,
Are you rolling?
when the moon was up, rolling like the sun.